Hey guys, okay, so this is like my millionth time making this video, and the reason for that is because I talk too much, so I'm gonna try to answer these questions really fast, but I wanted to procrastinate on my homework, which I have a lot of, so I decided I'd do another ZR meme, and I'd do the one that I missed first time around, but my other ones were like 20 minutes, and nobody wants to hear me talk for 20 minutes, so, here we go. Hi there, fellow runner, who the hell are you? I'm Anna, also known as Disaster Reborn on Tumblr. Uh, we're pretty diverse here at Able Township, so tell us, where are you from? New Jersey, US. Okay, how did you hear about ZR? Um, well, my friend told me about it, but when she explained it, she just kind of didn't. She didn't really explain it accurately because she made it seem like there's just gonna be zombie noises like behind you, but actually it's like the whole plot, and I mean that's great, but I literally didn't know it was gonna happen until I started using it, and like as it went on, it wasn't just like, oh yeah, there's like a couple people telling you to run. It was like a legit like the part with Alice where Sam's like it's her and she's dead and now she's a zombie, and I wasn't expecting feels like, so this whole fandom and experience just kind of snuck up on me, but in a good way. um Cliche question time. Who's your favorite character? If you've ever seen me post anything, this is gonna be obvious, but Sam is my favorite character. Just because he's such a sweetheart and he's such a nerd, and those are good characteristics. And a lot of people, when they're telling the game about telling other people about the game, they say it makes them feel good about themselves, and I feel like Sam is kind of the reason for that, because he's the one who really believes in, like, everybody obviously, like, um you know somewhat believes in you, but he's the one who really makes you want to like come home and finish your mission. So Sam. Um what's my favorite mission? I don't know. See, the reason why my other videos took so long is because I got stuck on this question, because I just don't have a favorite mission, because I'm really indecisive, and part of me wants to say mission 9, but part of me wants to say like side mission 24, which was fun until I died. And just because side mission 24, I'm like, oh my god, we're on a date. So, which is, one way to interpret it, I guess. Maybe, okay. But also just mission 9 because it's mission 9 and it's awful but awesome at the same time. It's just it's what made me like really feel a part of the game for the first time, and really feel like, I mean, it it's really what made me like, because even like before I'd even run it, people were always talking about like mission 9, and I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? So it just made me more a part of the fandom and more a part of the game. So that one, maybe, if I had to pick. Is there anything in season 2 that you predicted? Anything you really didn't expect? I mean, cause I did it so fast, or as fast as you can, like running wise, because I started around August and I finished in like, I think like the first day of November. So I think that, I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. So I didn't really have time to theorize or anything like that, just because I was just constantly like running. Okay, next mission, next mission. So there wasn't anything with that. What I didn't expect was for Simon to be a traitor, because with Sarah it was like I didn't like, her story kind of didn't add up when we brought her home, and there's that mission where like you literally like hear her talking on comms when we're not supposed to be on comms. So it's like she was obviously like going to be the traitor, and then when Van Ark was like, there's another one, I didn't even think about it being Simon. I was afraid it was me, honestly, because I was so sure that Simon wasn't part of that. So yeah, that was a big shock to me. Favorite part of season 2. With season 1 and season 2, I feel like it's kind of like if anyone plays Portal, like Portal 1 and Portal 2, where it's Portal 2 for me is just more fun just because there's more of a story, you see more of the characters, you kind of, yeah, that's basically that. Like, you see a lot of backstory in season 2, there's just more, because season 2 is so long, there's just a lot more, so I think that's what I like about it. Just that there's more to the plot. Like, season 1, they introduced the conflict with New Canton, but they weren't, like, kind of villains until they were gonna raid us, which we don't find out until, like, mission 18 or 19, but season 2, like, right off the bat, you're like, Van Ark is a villain, like, this season is about, like, getting rid of him. So yeah, there's just more to the plot of season 2. There's more as a whole, so that's what I like about it. Saddest part of season 2 for you, when Sarah died, like, no question. It was horrible, and I was crying, and I cry a lot while I use this app, and I always look like a psychopath because I'm running outside and I'm, like, in tears. But because you're on such an emotional roller coaster with that. Like, I ran mission 39 and 40 and like 38 and 37, like, all back to back, and because of that, which was kind of a bad idea because I was really tired after that, but because of that, you literally, because Sarah, even though I knew she was a traitor, I still wanted to trust her. Just like that, with that whole part where she's like, I'm dead inside, I still felt really bad for her, even though I was like pretty certain at that point that it was her. And then she gets to a point where you're trapped with her and Van Ark, and she's saying like all these awful things, and you're like, wait, no, I hate you, I lied. And just for her to like redeem herself within like an hour or half an hour from that, and then die, is just it's just a lot to handle, and it was awful, and I was crying, and I miss her, so I miss Sarah a lot, a lot. What do you think awaits us after the hiatus? I think they'll finally explain the whole Neutrophil thing, because, they haven't done that yet, and that's what you're initially, like, getting sort of articles about, and you're, like, collecting those in the really early missions, and they kind of stop bringing it up, but, I think that might be who's, really doing the whole mind control thing, and Ratchet mentioned something about that in 5K training, and I think they're who's really doing the mind control thing, and, they're, and they're the ones who shot down the helicopter. Also, I know that since, Abel and New Canton is a biblical reference, and I don't know much about the Bible, but I do know that, I think that Cain betrays Abel, so I think, that might be a thing that happens, so we'll see. Anything you'd like to add? I'm gonna do it really quick because I am on 9 minutes. Just that I really love this fandom, and I really like, just, they're such like lovely people to will not be around because it's the internet, but you know, just be in a fandom with, and it's just great. It's just like a really nice place to be in, and I just so good job, guys. Keep on being awesome. And I think that's it. Alright, so bye.